there was a story in the Daily Mail about 10 things not to put near your lady parts or something.
Was that the term used, lady part?
No, but I didn't. I felt
Okay.
I felt on a Friday morning to go more medical with it than that would be. Basically, it's a health expert saying that there's lots of you can go to like clinics nowadays and you can get a variety of treatments for your for any part of your body, including your intimate lady areas is another phrase they use. And they're saying basically why you shouldn't bother doing this, that they're all, they're all scams. You shouldn't be steaming them or jet washing them or whatever. I don't know. When that kid knocks on the door, mate, you're not going near the car, but it's your lucky day. Look, I'll tell you what made me laugh about this. This is how they start a story about ladies' female parts. Okay. This is the opener. So you got the headline. The headline, in fact, is your vagina does not need to be steamed, scented, or melted. Tracy Cox reveals the 11 things you.
Melted.
Well, yeah, actually,
What does that even mean?
yes, there is no such treatment that melts one's any part of the body, but you can place things inside you that then melt and apparently are supposed to be good for you, and they're not. According to Tracy
Okay.
Cox, they're terrible. Don't put anything inside you that melts. Tracy Cox reveals the 11 things you should never put near your private parts. I'm gonna hazard a guess. There's way more than 11 things you shouldn't put. I mean, chainsaw, for example. Yeah, that's just off the top of my head as well. I plucked that one out of nowhere. But anyway, Tracy's got 11. Anyway, this is how the story starts. The vagina is a remarkable body part. Second line. Not only is it the passage to creating human life. Okay, so not only is it that, it's also been used to smuggle everything from drugs to mobile phones and even loaded guns, as though those are
Wow,
the.
can you fit a whole gun up there?
Hang on a second.
Sorry.
What's.
That's just an awkward shape.
You see, this is what we spoke about the other day. This is exactly what we spoke about the other day.
I'm trying to picture it.
Hang on a second. When you're talking
how
about
I'd try
something,
it.
listen a second. You need a target in mind. Okay, my target of what I'm trying to converse about here is the bizarre disparity between the two things they've decided to
Like
use.
creating and smuggling.
Those are its values. Either the creation of life or somewhere to stick your Uzi. It just
I
seems.
feel like they've missed the massive pleasure one though.
Oh my God.
Okay, sorry.
This is why we have to edit so much of what you say
Oh, come
out.
on. Everyone knows there's pleasure part of that.
No. My point is, I had a contrasting juxtaposition kind of story on the go, and I'm trying to do it over the top of you mumbling about weaponry shapes.
I'm just saying,
no,
how'd you get it in there?
Don't even see. You do you know, I'm genuinely thinking about reducing your input to the podcast because you make that there are ways. Do you know what?
Okay, well, maybe
I like to think that I can tiptoe around a conversation with all the grace of a Russian ballet dancer. Okay, you tiptoe around conversations with all the grace of a drunk polar bear. Yeah, it is just. I don't.
Why a polar bear?
Why? Because it's just big and stupid.
Okay.
And for anyone start, having a seizure, polar bears are big and stupid when they're drunk. Didn't say my wife was. Don't start texting me about toxic masculinity. Crikey. Well, I'll tell you what, at this point, if you're listening to a podcast, pause it. I'm not going to edit this. I'm going to leave this in. I'm going to leave, pause what you're listening to and comment somewhere. Okay. Is this really more of what you want? If it is, do you know what? You make my life so much easier.
I'm merely saying that
If you're thinking so far, best podcast I've heard so far, I want more of Jen. It makes my life easy because I don't have to edit.
I cannot be the only one that's first thought when you said
Right,
to smuggle guns.
Don't make
went
it.
there.
Don't. Just we have served up enough for people to know whether that. Yeah, Mark, you got a point here. Wind it back in. Keep editing, like flipping I mean, I edit this stuff like a flipping MTV music video. I mean, there's
I don't
more.
know what that means.
Well, lots of cuts.
Okay.
There's no kind of long Scorsese sections in our edits. This is just like chop, 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 chop.
Oh, like the walk into the bar scene.
Don't try and pretend you've got any idea about.
I got it. That's the right one, right?
Right. Yeah, Jen's talking about the Goodfellas opening scene. Okay, so anyway, that's what happened. Jen went to Nice. Let's move on because we've done.
Well, what did you do
we've
whilst I was
we've
in
done a
Nice?
lot. I didn't do anything while you were in Nice. I got the car cleaned.